The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
If we ain't keen on courting complete chaos, we'll need a plan. A solid one.
Despite my skepticism regarding these peace negotiations, I favor the idea of interrupting your saboteur's malevolent aims.
E benvenuti e bentornati su Go Italia. Siamo forse arrivati alla conclusione? No, non lo so, non credo, però comunque insomma abbiamo riunito un bel po' di alleati, per cui insomma dobbiamo fare un piano. Nonostante il mio scetticismo nei confronti di questi negoziati di pace, sono favorevole all'idea di mandare a monte le trame malvagie della vostra sabotatrice. E possiamo rispondere: le vite di milioni di persone sono nelle nostre mani, dobbiamo fermare subito la diabolica. E quindi stavo dicendo, le vie di milioni di persone sono nelle nostre mani, dobbiamo fermare subito la diabolica De Vries. In passato ci ha battuto solo perché ci ha colto di sorpresa. Le delegazioni, vabbè, facciamo le vite di milioni.
Not to mention paying her back for the lives she's already taken.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent De Vries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, De Vries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
It's a comm station built by the Order in the early days of the colony. As Val said, auto-mechanical security measures are a given, and De Vries will surely level them against us. I'd also expect some level of hazardous disrepair, though the unpredictable nature of De Vries and her defectors concerns me more than anything.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let De Vries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make De Vries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own phantoms? I'm not asking. I'm telling. You've got to let me have this, Commander.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Andiamo? Forse ci sono delle nuove missioni, però noi andiamo qui. Dovremmo scegliere gli alleati, bla bla bla. Vabbè. Marisol e Niles che ci tiene tanto. No, un attimo che... Marisol e Niles, però non sono d'accordissimo, secondo me Tristan è più forte. Vabbè.
Observational data is important, but I hate seeing these rifts so close.
Doesn't take an engineer to hazard a guess whose ship that is. De Vries is here, Commander. I'm sure of it.
Non c'è nessuno qua comunque.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? And why is DeVries hanging on to it?
Looks like Earth Directorate handiwork. Not familiar with the model.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders...
Hai capito?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors
Be still, Cadre,
remind you that this
but
is
don't
no
let this
merger,
interloper
but
out of your
an
sight.
alliance.
It's
By ending the war,
it's
we
you,
may
is it
focus
not?
on the true
The one
threat to our
Agent DeVries
society,
warned me to expect?
the rifts.
Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. I was warned you might try to lure me in with niceties, with professionalism, before going for the proverbial throat. I won't have it. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. How can you say that without knowing me, and mean it? Your resolve is unmistakable, and it's quickly becoming all too clear I've no option left but to trust you. Fine then, I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
Che bello, ha parlato.
If only all
Se l'è cantata proprio, se l'è cantata alla grande.
Let's review the data, shall we?
Emozionante, vabbè.
I'm sure this was once quite...
Bene. Questo messaggio serve per avvisare che la sottostazione Greater Tranquility verrà dismessa. Vabbè. Tiro informativo si parla. Luce di inondazione di emergenza, allarmi trasmessi. Ok.
No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
Ahia. Vabbè. C'aveva ragione lui? C'aveva ragione lui? Che miseria, vabbè.
I'd bet bits to Borstwurst. That's going to need a new fuse.
The Protectorate's own leader is beyond his death. He and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to me will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Ciaone. Non si va, ma possiamo seguire di qui. Siamo saliti.
We need to find us a fuse to get this old thing operational again.
This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his death, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance. Will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed.
emerged from nowhere. I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I
Sembra Star Wars qui, forte, eh? Molto molto bello, tutto molto bello. Oh, attenzione.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Esatto. Ok. Grazie. Oh.
after some quick mental calculations, I foresee merit in your last declaration. Astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming you are surprised an esteemed man such to thank you. Down you're bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
I'll be quite busy between
Bello.
launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Cosa andiamo bene di qua, non ho assolutamente idea come potrei averne. Però magari giusto un po'. Sì. Un'altra strada.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, but things have taken somewhat of a turn. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Oh, là. Questa parte è troppo bella. Ok, quindi dall'altra parte c'è lo schema per interrompere questa, sembra, questa maledetta alimentazione, ma non so bene dove. Proviamo di qua, vediamo un attimo. Oh, era più semplice del previsto. Yes. Sì, era in questa maledetta sotto la scala. Sotto la scala. E quindi penso l'abbiamo disattivato adesso l'alimentazione, esatto. Yeah.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming you're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
To this meeting. Enough good exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success.
Ed eccoci finalmente, forse. Verso la fine di questa missione. Almeno la speranza. Il banco delle modifiche, eh? Vabbè. Vabbè, staremo a vedere.
Yeah.
No time to lollygag, Commander.
Basta! E vedi la tosse. Non va bene.
By my estimation, if we formed an alliance, say, within the next month, we would see returns within days. The market, the colony, would soon be out of Protectorate hands.
By your estimation? Do explain, how did you arrive at this estimation? What model did you utilize? Which metrics?
You see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Good spot for an ambush. Mind your corners.
We'll go no further, Infidel. This next shot won't miss.
Faccio entrare lì. Come faccio entrare lì?
This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel searching my records. Ah, yes. The explanation given by Praise be to the Sovereign, for he knows precisely what to provide his subjects. Access to storage has not been granted. Please exit the vicinity immediately.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 baby. Yes.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Drop a smoke!
Commander, throwing
Yeah.
energy your way.
Have you given up? What are you doing down there? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat.
Activating energy transmitter. Energy.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. What are you doing down there?
Amplificator.
po' come faccio da di là. Maledetto livello. Qua. Decisamente di qua, credo. Sì, sì, di qua. Opla. Opla. Lo vedi? Ecco qua. Esatto.
Proceeding to attack.
Esatto, abbiamo ripristinato il ponte dopo tanti sacrifici. Spero che in editing, insomma, si capirà cosa ho fatto. È stato un macello, veramente, signori. Attenzione, ritorno sopra se riesco. Se riesco, sì. Perché un attimo che qua ci sono gli stronzoni che sparano. Eccoli, eccolo là. Mi ho messo l'arma apposta. Togliere questi da mezzo. Ok. No, è un altro, giustamente. Maledetto. L'abbiamo fatto fuori? No. No, ovviamente. Cavolo, liscio. Ok. Dobbiamo affrontare Devrie finalmente, eh? Attenzione, non so se stiamo per finire il gioco. Non lo so. Però è stata una parte impegnativa. Colpa mia che non avevo utilizzato ancora il perk o l'abilità che vogliamo chiamarla della dilatazione del tempo. Ok. Andiamo dritto per dritto di qua. Occhio. Sicuriamo. Che dice qui? Qua leggiamo, attenzione. Registri di trasmissione. Scusami, video di interfaccia. Sistemi di video. Salienti. No, mi sa che in realtà vabbè, non mi frega niente sta roba. Quindi? Ah, lasciamo un ascensore? Ok.
Fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight does not win wars. A military's might does. Our very own Officer Carr has proven that, exploiting weaknesses in the Protectorate to great effect. Do you have such guile?
So you think that your people should rule?
I don't wish to denigrate your military's knowledge here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all.
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have got Law before DeVries goes through with her plan.
Sì.
The poor man was clearly overwhelmed.
C'ha ragione. Il nostro compagno c'ha ragione. C'ha ragione. No, io devo buttare tutto. Troppo. Non ci posso fare niente. È più forte di me. Ok. Va bene così.
You are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our
stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Vasal.
Come on.
Anyone else
damn you.
an insult.
Yeah.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
Eccola qua.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Yes, I do recall your begging me not to do this. Hardly the work of a master negotiator, let alone two. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. Anyone with even half-functioning gray matter knows that you cannot trust a corporation with the kind of power that comes with controlling rifts. The Order should know better. It's as if they've forgotten how we got to this point. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's law, Augustine. You could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap.
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means. No, I saw their models. The Protectorate and all their ignorance would have torn the galaxy asunder in pursuit of their matriarch's dream. Fascists are nothing if not predictable. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the Seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success. And I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start.
Questo si sta facendo interessante.
Finish what I started.
No, non mi interessa il passato, mi interessano i delegati qui e ora. No, ha già fatto abbastanza, è colpa tua. Se la colonia è in guerra davanti a noi c'è una gigantesca frattura. La nostra presenza metteva a rischio la tua missione, avresti semplicemente potuto mandarci via. Quindi un agente ti ha ordinato di ucciderci e tu hai obbedito da brava canide. Sarebbe stato più facile per tutti se avessero ammesso di essere stata...
That's not what happened.
Ah no, non è andata così?
Your presence disrupted their equation and the mission could not risk failure. And I didn't kill any of you. I simply did not interfere.
Ah, non ha interferito.
Because you sure as hell know how to pass the buck.
Whatever you think of me, it wasn't so simple to sit back and listen as they met their ends. Every instinct I had was yearning to act, but I could not. And I'm not seeking absolution. from you, anyhow. I know the distinction matters not to you, but it does to me. And what happened there forced me to search for a way to stop the rifts. To stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator? Of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts. And only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are. How they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace.
E chi c'abbia... se...
Don't complete the mission they started. Everything
E se c'ha ragione?
counted for nothing.
Enough! Just... enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. You're wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse.
C'è un altro modo, questo è interessante, c'è un altro modo per aiutare l'ordine, solo che non l'hai ancora preso in considerazione.
Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. They may try. Though we both know those corporatist vultures wouldn't take the snub kindly. When Auntie's Choice sees power in what the Order has, they will take it. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You've made it clear you despise me for what I've done to you, to your crew. Now you wish to convince me that you want me to live? Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way.
Lo vedi? Quindi sono riuscito a risparmiare tutti e 3 i villain, i cattivoni, con l'eloquenza.
I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved.
Che cosa ti spinge a fidarti di me?
Because, whether you believe it or not, you are the picture of an Earth Directorate agent. Competent, resourceful, tenacious. Stop speaking, Commander, before I take back what I just said. I need to believe that you're actually what you appear to be. As for me, I've reached the limit of what I can do here. But you can still save us. And that cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
Ahia. successo?
Station's not gonna hold up against that rip for long. We need to get back to the incognito now.
Vabbè, siamo rimasti da soli.
Follow me, quick!
Stop for anything. No time to dally.
Che miseria. Oh, là. Riusciamo ad raggiungere la nave, perché ok, era chiaro che dovessi tornare alla nave, però insomma è un casino. Ok, vai. Questo non si sa. Occhio.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any...
Cosa significa di preciso?
The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle...
L'agente ha piena autorità per gestire la missione in modo di tenere più opportuno senza eccezioni. La gravità dell'attuale stato di emergenza prevale su qualsiasi autorizzazione. L'ho detto prima.
Any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms De Vries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required.
C'è qualcosa quindi che possiamo fare?
Any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. The prototype rift modulator is located within the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. Information on the center indicates it is a laboratory dedicated to the study of rifts. Reaching the lab may involve violence. A protectorate blockade has... The archive is the largest and most powerful computer in existence. It is built into the moon of Cloister and was built by the Order of the Ascendant with the Matriarch's input. Control over the archive has changed several times since the invasion. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters.
Ah, ok. Quali sarebbero i vantaggi di collaborare? Quindi dobbiamo scegliere una fazione con cui collaborare. Ok. Quindi quali sarebbero i vantaggi di collaborare con una fazione piuttosto che con un'altra? L'ordine dell'Ascendente ha a cuore l'elevazione dell'umanità. Sebbene manchino di esperienza sul comparto amministrativo, sarebbero dei sociali esperti. La soluzione della zia possiede una potenza di fuoco con gli organizzatori di vincere più facilmente battaglie nella maggior... No, ce l'abbiamo. Ce l'abbiamo un fuoco.
Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful consideration is warranted. There is also one other, less likely option. Persuading the two factions.
Grazie per l'informazione, ci penserò.
To mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander?
Credo che inizierò a premere i pulsanti a caso sull'astronavigatore per vedere cosa succede. È bellissima come risposta. Posso scegliere questa?
This unit strongly advises against randomly pressing buttons on the astrogator, unless death is the desired outcome.
E giustamente ci ha detto questa unità consiglia vivamente di non premere i pulsanti dell'astronavigatore in modo casuale, a meno che non si voglia rincorrere in morte certa, ovviamente. Ok. Preferirei iniziare... Vabbè, devo ragionare ancora un po' sulle opzioni prima di prendere una decisione.
Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting.
Occorre sottolineare che il quartier generale dell'ordine dell'Ascendente è situato su Chiostro. Hai ricevuto un messaggio sull'azione di zia. Questa unità può riferire il tuo... dimmi cosa c'è scritto. Salve, potenziale collaboratrice amorale. È stata preselezionata per unirti al programma per agenti sacrificabili. Fai il rapporto a bordo della legittima pretesa? Anche no, grazie. Vabbè, limite, insomma, dobbiamo fare delle missioni. Delle missioni importanti per, credo, la fine di questa avventura. Ok, quindi niente, siamo ritornati qui. Quindi possiamo andare su tante parti, diciamo così, ma lo vedremo solo al prossimo episodio. Quindi un saluto a tutti ragazzi da Italia, e il gioco credo che stia andando verso la fine. Vediamo se sarà una fine gloriosa o ingloriosa. Un saluto a tutti, ciao!
Chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made?
Piccolo extra, stavo salvando quando abbiamo Niles che è molto arrabbiato. Che conclusioni dovrei trarre? Come posso fidarmi di te la prossima volta che toccherà fare una scelta difficile? Ok, non avevo intenzione di ucciderla a sangue freddo dopo averla convinta ad arrendersi. In quanto agenti del direttorato terrestre dovremmo sempre cercare soluzioni pacifiche in quanto è possibile.
But I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. Just hope we don't come to regret our state hand. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so let's just end things there. For now.
Vabbè, forse abbiamo perso un alleato, chi se ne frega, ce ne abbiamo tanti altri. E noi ci becchiamo. Prossimo episodio, come detto. Ciao.